J. This is the basics. I'm starting on this next lesson. A couple of words of advice. If you following my lessons, feel free to read the comments. My commenters have offered me some wonderful constructive criticism. Right in the comments, I respond to it. Any good suggestions I'm willing to take. And you might learn a lot from their comments as much as you do from my videos themselves. Some of them are quite knowledgeable about the language, so I welcome their support. Now, in this example here, we have basically three words that illustrate a principle of Mvskoke, which is the subject, object, verb order. Okay. Now, this sentence basically says, Chipani atamo setokes. That's not entirely grammatical. Chipani is boy, atamo is car, and setokes is the verb to drive. Now, just to clean this sentence up, to tighten it up, to dot the I's and cross the T's, so to speak, we have to make this adjustment. The subject is Chipani, the boy. But because it's the subject, it needs a T at the end of it. So it becomes like this. Chipanet. And then atamo, being the object, is atamo. Atamo. And then you have the verb setokes. Now, if I want to add a little bit to it, let's say an adverb. Let's say I want to add the verb slowly. I go halali. Now I have a four-word sentence. Chipanet, atomon, halali setokes. Subject, object, adverb, verb. Chipanet, atomo, halali setokes. Now, I can make other adjustments just to illustrate how the verbs change use over time or with different meaning. Let's suppose I just wanted to say, let's say I want to change the object, the vehicle being driven. And so I put in this word here, another one of my favorites. Estrunichka. Or estrunichket. Okay. Now we have Chipanet, estrunichket, halale setokes. The boy drives the truck slowly. I changed atomo to estrunichket for excuse me, for a different object in this case, halali setokes. Let's say I want to change the adverb. Let's say he's not driving slow. Let's say he's driving fast. So I take out halali for slow and I put in this word. Pafni for fast. Chipanet estrunichka pafni setokes. And here, of course, I've got the boys driving the truck fast or quickly. Something like this. And of course, I could even change the verb. Let's say I have a little more fun with it. Let's get kind of creative, even whimsical about the verbs we're using. Let's say tamkis. That's the verb to fly. Chipaned is tunichka pafni tamkis. And of course, that is the boy flies the truck fast. Imagine a truck flying. Okay. So those are just the kinds of fun you can have with the language. Even a small child can understand some of these changes fairly easily. Let's see if we can do a few others since we got some time here. Let's say we're going to do the boy do some other things. Let's say using climbing. Okay. So here you have chipanet. There you got chipanet again. And let's say I'm going to put the verb down here. Achimkis. Chipanet achimkis. The boy climbs. Very basic. Now let's add a little bit else, some more to it. Let's say he's climbing a flight of stairs. The actual verb for stairs is actually based on the word to climb, and so it's achimki. And because it's the verb, or because it's the subject, or the object, you add the N on it. So now it becomes chipanet, achimkin, achimkis. The boy stairs, climbs. But you can see, of course, the two words are very closely related. A chimkis and a chimkin are basically off the same root, the word to climb. Now let's say he's climbing something different. Let's say he's not climbing a flight of stairs, he's climbing a tree. And then we'll put it up here because I can add an adverb or something. Ito, but because this is the verb or the object, it's itan because it's it's the object. The boy is climbing the tree. Chipanat iton achimkis. And then I could put in halalis or halali for slowly. Chipanat iton halali achimkis. The boy climbs the tree slowly. See, this is an easy thing. You can learn to plug the different words in without having to rethink the structure each time you do it. And so let's say the boy isn't only climbing the tree. Let's say he is, that doesn't make sense. I think he's climbing the tree. I can't see what else you can do with that, really. Let's say he's climbing something else. Let's say he's climbing up the side of a house or something. So it would be chogo. Chipana chogon halale achimkes. You can run these sentences back and forth in your head, and somehow the structure kind of gets embedded, and then you play with it and throw in some other Mvskoke nouns and Mvskoke verbs and adverbs, and after a while, if you run pictures in your mind of what these things are, these actions, they'll stick in your mind more than if you just think of repeating the words. But so picture these things happening as you're repeating them, and you'll remember them in a deeper part of your consciousness than just from writing or even just from the speaking. So this concludes this Mvskoke lesson. I hope this is helpful and useful to anybody learning to use Mvskoke. From the source books I've used before, this is where I'm getting my basic information from Mvskoke Opanaka Kiklitan and Mvskoke Imponaka. Those are two different series of books on the Mvskoke language. There may be others out there, but feel free to look them up. And this concludes this lesson. Until next time, Chihichaklis.